Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. And I really hope I figured out... Yeah. Well, not that. Basically, the weird thing with my... Come on. Siri, what am I not doing right here? Well, at least I remembered to save and not redo... Oh... Okay. This is easily going to be the most harrowing stealth sequence I've ever been in. Hey, a new record. And that could have worked better. Another reason why this game never got a sequel. The stealth sequence. Is completely broken. Even if what you're trying to avoid are the wraith-like apparitions of long-dead kings of men. Nope. And in my panic, I have more or less forgotten the way out of the Shire. think I'll go about that way. Well, this is proving to be a very delightful evening. Okay. Rule number 1 with the Nazghul. If you want to avoid one, try to avoid the roads whenever possible. Yeah, keep in mind, I have actually played quite a few games where the main crux of the experience is trying your best not to be seen. I am not doing a great job at not being seen. Oh, come on, I was behind a very small hill. Enough that you get out of your line of, I'm going to say, darkness. I generally don't like the Nazghul. Don't follow me. Okay. here-ish. And there ain't nobody here but a sheep. And these are the 9. That's at least 2 ring wraiths. And there are probably more this away. Anyway, a thing to note about this game, it's not a tie-in with the Peter Jackson movie. Obviously, it's closer in line with the books.
A wolf! I'm done for! Hold on, Robin. Frodo, look out!
Well, you're just a terrible sheriff if you can't handle a wolf when you're lonesome.
Frodo, I am in your debt. If you hadn't come along, I'd be a midnight morsel for that beast.
I'm glad you're all right, Robin.
We've not seen wolves for 100 years.
So I hear.
Oh, it's an ill omen. What could it mean?
That I'd better get going.
What? Oh, right you are, Frodo. And I should get back on patrol.
Yes, but tell the other sheriffs to watch for more dangers in the Shire.
Yes, of course. I'm still shaking from that beast, you know.
I have to go, Robin.
And what was I going to say? Something about Lobelia, right? She was right. There were wolves in the Shire running amok. There's no more ring wraiths. I know I probably won't happen anyway, but well, so far the only thing we can fight conventionally are wolves. With a stick. And wherever Frodo is keeping those rocks. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness. I to go all the way back to bag in and sneak past the wraiths.
Oh, whoa! Hold on, Frodo!
As we know, I don't know why wolves hunt in packs.
Ah, Frodo, if you...
I'm glad
we've not...
So I...
What's it?
That I...
What?
Yes.
Yes.
I have...
Okay, now, let's save here. And then expect everything to go pear-shaped for our plucky Hobbit protagonist. Okay, there's some way to manage these wolves. And the only way I can immediately think of off the top of my head is to not be mauled while I'm trying to access my health mushrooms. Yeah, block button. I never remember to use those. Of course. Look, I basically know next to nothing about this game or the people who made it. Really, my only experience with this game was back when I was a kid, trawling through the internet for demos of games that were out of print, or just looked interesting to me. Well, technically did better than last time. Certainly makes perfect sense why hobbits are non-combative people. You can just barely fight off the more mundane terrors in their own homeland. Like wolves. At least these ones are smarter than the one that went after the sheriff. I am not confident of when we should run into orcs. For what I hope is a self-explanatory reason. Missed having the menu open by that much. The worst part is, I don't think I can even use the ring to get slipped by them because A, Frodo doesn't quite do that yet in the plot. Until at least... Never mind. I can, in fact, sneak by these wolves. It's just extremely dangerous. Both in terms of being caught by the Nazghul, and because the charge in those things only lasts so long until, well, you're basically naked in the dark. And thank TLOTR that isn't a literal nudity.
Another Dark Rider. I must stay hidden.
Okay. Okay, save. Save here. Please be distracted long enough for me to sneak by you. Please be distracted. Please be distracted. Please be distracted. Please be distracted. Wow, you're easily distracted. Okay. I have gotten back to Farmer Maggot's farm. Home of mushrooms, generally cranky dogs, and a generally cranky but
Frodo,
amiable
there
farmer.
he is, the old sluggard.
What kept you, cousin? Stop by the Green Dragon on your way out?
Never mind why, but I can't stay. I have to leave right now for Crickhollow.
You mean Rivendell, and we're coming with you.
You thought you were so clever, but our conspiracy outsmarted you. We know all about the Ring and the Dark Lord, so we're going to protect you.
But how did you know?
How could we not know, with you muttering, "Will I ever see that valley again?"
You really have the Sackville Bagginses to thank. I was practicing sneaking up on Bilbo one day when he heard Lotho calling after him. Bilbo put on the ring and vanished. We kept our eyes open after that.
Yeah,
and spied on
I
you
would
and
use
Gandalf.
magic ring to get away
Through
from
our
the
chief
Sackville
conspirator,
Bagginses.
until he got caught.
And Gandalf did say, take those as you can trust.
It seems I can't trust anyone.
You can trust us to stick with you to the bitter end,
We've kept your secret better than you did,
but you can't trust us to let you face danger alone.
even though we're horribly afraid. We're coming with you.
It's the very
following
heart of
after like
courage.
Dogs!
No, Sam. Hounds.
Merry
Maggots, dogs! They're coming!
Pippin and
Fang! Wolf! Come on, lads!
And old Maggot, too, by the sound of it.
So much for stealing some mushrooms
point
before
is,
we
you're
go.
surprisingly bright.
What's all this chatter at this hour of the night? Speak up!
Good evening, Mr. Maggot.
Well, if it isn't Peregrine Took. You're lucky I know you. I was about to set my dogs loose. The most outlandish fellow rode through here, asking strange questions. Here, who's that with you, Pippin?
Well, you remember Mary Ardoc Brandybuck. Allow me to introduce Samwise
You are
Gamgee
Pippin.
and...
Pippin is the brown one.
Baggins.
Good to see you again, sir.
Baggins. Now, isn't that strangest of all? What do you think that stranger was asking about? He came riding up on a black horse in black cloak and hood, and he asked for Baggins.
Oh, that would be a different Baggins.
I told him all the Bagginses are in Hobbiton. He says Baggins is heading east on foot. And now Frodo Baggins shows up on my farm. The same Frodo Baggins who was one of the worst young rascals around, I might add.
Frodo's much better behaved these days.
Yes.
Where are you headed?
To my new home in Crick Hollow.
I can see you're in trouble, Frodo.
Better
You should never have gotten mixed up
behaved.
with those strange Hobbiton folk. I wager that Outlander has come for the gold Bilbo brought back from foreign parts.
Well, I think it's time we were going.
No, he'll be waiting.
Last I
You
heard,
ride out in my
Bilbo
wagon,
used
hidden
his
from
share
sight.
of
Thank you, sir. It's a pity I've been in terror of
share
your
of
dogs.
gold from
I've missed a good
Erebor to
friend.
pay off
Indeed.
the
Shall we
creditors
go
when he
now?
got
I'll
back
ready
to
the
back
wagon.
in.
Farmer Maggot's wagon carried us safely away from his farm and into the borders of Buckland. But the Black Rider was still thundering along the East Road. We decided to go south and cut through the Old Forest. Mary had been in the Old Forest and knew a little of its ways. It's a dark, mysterious place, but not as dangerous as a Black Rider.
You want to bet on that?
Hello? Mary? Pippin? Sam? Where are you?
Oi! Frodo!
We're over here.
And lost by the looks of it. These trees have a mind of their own.
Stay where you are. I'll find you.
I mean, an ambiguously haunted forest would be better than running into the Nine. And you. The point is, this is still not going to be a walk in the park. Okay, just save the game. Hello, inexplicably barred off gate.
This forest, it's as if it had a mind of its own.
Yes, I think everyone said as much. That... of course there are giant spiders. It wouldn't be Lord of the Rings without these running around.
We're over here.
Hey, Mary's in green. Mary's in green. He's in green. Pippin is in brown. And Samwise is neither of them. Say whatever you like about the Peter Jackson movies, at least you can tell Mary and Pippin apart. Thankfully, I'm not being mobbed by wolves. Just spiders. And then here's me, a hobbit without a shoe. I mean the big kind of shoe, not a walking shoe. A shoe designed specifically for big spite, for wolf-sized spiders, or for anyone with a shoe size that big. Rare though that might be. For the Shire! And speaking of the Shire, do you think hobbits would have Welsh or Irish accents? I'd honestly be okay with either one. Scottish accents do not fit a hobbit whatsoever. Far too gruff, in general. Well, the less said about English accents, the better. Maybe. I have no idea what context I would fit into, but... Let's be real. Could you really imagine any of these hobbits saying, "I say"? I mean, besides the Sackville Bagginses. They would be indignant at anyone who would have the misfortune to be alive and not be an upper-class twit. What? At least that's how my brain is working that out. Okay, where is Pippin? Pippin! Where's everyone else, for that matter? Okay. Did we already go this way? Gotta say, as annoying as much as I don't care about how this particular map is presented, I do have to admit, this is probably what the typical adventure would look like. Specifically the part where you have no idea where to get to where you want to go. Although, of course, video games are the benefit of invisible walls and keep you from going in any direction the developers wouldn't want you to go into. I would play Lord of the Rings online, but there's all the level grinding, tempting offer of paying to play and win quicker. Technically social interactions with people you've never met. You probably can't gauge the full extent of who they are as people, and not know if they're a kind of people you would actually want to meet in real life and get to know. Yeah, I have social anxiety coming out of the wazoo. And let's be... Actually, now that I'm thinking about MMORPGs, TLOTR Online is probably the very, very, very few such games that aren't actively antagonizing its fan base in some regard. I am, of course, referring specifically to World of Warcraft and, and the Legion expansion pack onwards, and they basically turned Sylvanas into a remorseless war criminal for the sake of having more plot to work with. Pretty sure 90% of the lore they made up from then onwards was used to further justify the Battle of Azeroth and Shadowlands. Of course, I only ever really played a trial version back in the day, and I have no idea what my brother-in-law's current status for the game is. But the point is, I empathize with the fans who were irate that Sylvanas Windrunner went from a fairly idealistic, if totalitarian, undead monarch to basically I want to say Joseph Mengele, but I am unsure if he ever actually directly dealt with undeath in his experiments, if you can even call them that. Where... Fool of a took. Wait. Yep. Peregrine. Pippin took. Pippin is a took. Took. All that's missing from this labyrinth is a minotaur. And retroactively thanking Tolkien that there aren't minotaurs of the like in this verse. Entirely for my own sake. Okay. Each hobbit I found thus far has been in some sort of clearing. And I am just... I have such a terrible sense of direction. I'd get eaten alive in Morrowind without sufficient modding. Kind that would actually allow you to mark where you've been and need to go. And fast travel that doesn't just amount to fantastical public transit. I never really cared for public transit. When I did have to take it for an internship program of sorts, I was into the smell of the buses.
Oi! Frodo!
Yes? Just keep shouting Ricola! Peregrine Took. I think I keep calling him
I never thought
Peregrine.
potatoes could smell so good.
A good meal will definitely ease my mind about this place.
But where is this place?
It's potatoes.
Very close to the Withywindle Valley, but we shouldn't get any closer.
Why not?
The Withywindle Valley is said to be the strangest part of the whole forest. The center from which all the strangeness comes, as it were.
Can you lead us around the valley, Mary?
I thought I could, but the way these trees shift about, I don't know. It's like they're leading us there.
Mary thought he knew his way around this forest. But how can anyone find their way when the forest won't stand still?
Do you know one of those trees stuck a branch out at me? Nearly tripped me, it did.
I'm sorry I led us into such a dangerous place, but at least we've shaken off that Black Rider.
This shenaniganery can only have one logical explanation. A rogue ent of some variety. Maybe a horn. Would you believe I've only read 1.5 of the Lord of the Rings books trilogy? I think I read halfway through the Two Towers before something distracted me altogether, and I never got around to finishing it. For some 15 years?
Can't go on.
I'm sorry to say.
Oh, must have nap.
Yeah, I feel about the same
It's
after
cool under
these
the willows.
after these
Less
Let's
flies.
Plays. What the?
I don't like this tree. I don't trust it. Hear it singing about sleep? That's not right. It's not right at all.
Yeah, I don't think trees typically sing about
We
sleeping.
can't sleep yet. We must get clear of this place.
Don't rightly know. I think they mainly sing about smiling or something. Okay. Ow. Another crank of a... Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Did I save? Yes. Old Man Willow, you cannot outsmart one of the Edain. How that relates to Frodo and company, I can't readily theorize. Okay. Big, angry tree. I need you to hold still so that I can whack you with my stick and free my cousins.
Stop! Stop it! He'll squeeze me in two if you don't stop.
Oh, that is so annoying. You're a very inconsiderate tree, do you know that? I mean, we're just walking through here, not bothering anyone except for the giant spiders. Then out of nowhere, you grab my cousins. It's kind of weird. Blooming, I think it's a young tree running around some trunks. If I were to hazard a guess. Distance from his arms. Trying it just right so that I can hit his hands. And then be introduced to a world of pain through his root trampoline. And on top of everything else, my knees are in general pain. Nothing too serious. I've taken to wearing a leg brace, but a knee brace, but still it's... hate these brutes. Okay. Note to self. Find reputable Let's Player. Find some way to make them play this game. And then wallow in the schadenfreude when they stumble into the old wilt man, into fighting the tree man, whose name I'm kind of too flustered to explicitly remember. Old Man Willow, thank you. Game prompt. Stupid roots. Am I going to have to call you Goozax just so that I am not triggered by your existence? That would just be confusing, regardless of the context. Stupid! Roots, why do they do that? I really don't like me when I get frustrated. I say and do stupid things that just make things worse. I would ask for help, but providing context also makes me a bit antsy. Oh, you cheating tree! I hope the orcs get ya. Oh, wait. One of the main motivations is to keep the orcs as far away from Shireland as possible. Okay. Do I have to whack this tree's knuckles before it goes down to the count? You know, it would be interesting, a game that penalized you for using health items. Maybe. I am not a game designer. I do not have the patience or the technical know-how to make a video game. I tried to take a video game design class in high school, but due to a mix of circumstances I still don't really understand, I barely squeaked out of there with a C grade. Apparently, being autistic does not mean you innately understand how computer programs work. That was news to me. Stupid root. What is it going to take to put this tree out of my misery? Does anyone know why they bothered to give Woodrow Wilson his own dollar if it's set... I think, was it $1,000?
Go on. Oh, must have nap.
It's cool under the willows. Less flies.
I don't like this tree. I don't trust it. Hear it singing about sleep? That's not right. It's not right at all.
We can't sleep yet. We must get clear of this place.
Fight dirty, tree. Don't fight dirty.
Stop! Stop it! He'll squeeze me in too if you don't stop.
Seriously.
Stop! Stop it! He'll squeeze me in too if you don't stop.
Okay, now I can't even attack him. What is even the point? What is... how... Okay, how do I get past this tree? I damage his arms enough, he... basically...
Stop! Stop it! He'll
Wait.
Stop! Stop it! He'll squeeze me in too if you don't stop.
Okay, what is the trick with this? What is the trick? Okay. Just keep attacking the tree. This is probably a good stopping point at any rate. This has been Uncle Swinney with the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell notification icon. Have a happy Tolkien day. Check out bestoldgames.org where I bought this if you're interested. And I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.